This is going to be a chaotic video, and I'll tell you why. These past 2 weeks have been pretty eventful. It started off really well. I was making art, I was in the studio, things were rocking and rolling.
I mean, you know how it is, rocking and rolling and whatnot.
Danny?
I was feeling really, really good that I was gonna have something cool to share with you. My cat was doing well. She was hanging out with me in the studio, supervising, but then she started feeling poorly. It's not been a great week. I don't know what this video is gonna be about. I think it's gonna be before the chaos with the weather and my cat getting really sick. This week started like it often does with me in the studio. I recently bought some new Posca markers, hashtag not sponsored, but I will include a link in the description for what I bought if you're interested. To be super transparent, this is my first affiliate link and purchases made through that link do help me out, but you're not obligated to use it. Your girl just loves Posca markers. As you know, I prefer not to waste materials, so inspiration struck me in an unusual way. What if I could make the box the markers came in beautiful? Maybe even functional, so my husband can't call me a hoarder.
I'm the trash man. I come out, I throw trash all over the...
The box felt pretty sturdy, so I think it'll hold up well to glue and paper. So I started rummaging around in my pre-cut pieces to see if anything jumps out. Once the inspector showed up, I quickly determined that a slow, methodical review of my specific pieces would not work. So that solidified the plan. I wanted to use my specific style that I call scrappy collage, which is really just using offcut pieces, paint, and other multimedia elements to create abstract/surreal adjacent pieces that have one or more of these elements. High contrast, color saturation, or an interesting pattern. With a few pieces chosen, I cut them down to the correct size and shape and get the glue going. Picking up a fresh and new Posca marker that I think will go well with the colors, I get to scribbling. I'm not trying for anything specific, just trying to make some colors pop. Unfortunately, it wasn't long before I started to notice some unusual behavior in our cat. She often visits me in the studio, but something was different. She seemed restless. While I was worrying about Phoebe, I knew I still needed to get some things accomplished. I planned a thrift trip with a friend, and I didn't want to cancel plans again. After this outing, I continued in the studio, but I kept the mental break mindset. I'd been working on a new art journal and thought this would be a good time to not start any new major pieces. I just wanted to make some small practice pieces for fun, and you can see that this first piece is more paint than collage, which is great timing for my new paint markers. I'm liking this piece, but it definitely needs more color. I like the blue, the contrast is striking, but I'm not sure. Do you think it's too distracting? This piece is still probably not done, but you can tell I'm feeling scattered by how quickly I'm moving on to the next page. I have this previously glued down scrap page where I had been practicing with cutting and rearranging an existing background to change the lighting, shadows, and saturation, as well as playing with the overall shape to provide some drama. I picked my subject, mainly due to the shape. I thought he would be framed well within the diamond pattern. I almost immediately get distracted by the landscape around him and make sure to cut out the usable bit. I'm not sure what I want to do with it yet, but again, your girl leaves no scrap behind. I also spot another opportunity to use paint to augment the composition. I want to highlight those swirling, chaotic thoughts going through my own head. Like the man biking, I'm trying to practice my hobby to do something healthy, but all the while I feel a bit bombarded by racing thoughts. On the next page, I had a fun idea to use up that scrap landscape, and I also wanted to show a couple more examples of using paint to augment your collage work. I start by laying down some calming green, and then promptly have to perform some concussive engineering to my marker. Because they're new, they don't have any paint in the tips. This is my method for getting the paint down. I don't know if anyone else has a better way to do it, but my hand was really hurting by the end of this studio session. I can't really call this video a how-to if I don't have at least a couple bulleted lists appear on screen. So I want to accomplish 3 things. Use the paint to add color and provide a nice background without needing to pull an entire scene out of a magazine. Add more flowing elements, something to provide a sense of motion without having to really hunt for a hyper-specific piece. And finally, to add a contrasting element, something that draws attention and provides a bit of mystery at the same time. After finishing, I realized that Phoebe was acting strange enough that I needed to take her to the emergency vet.
She was crying a little bit more than usual. She was wanting to snuggle more. She was cleaning herself a lot. And eventually I realized after I saw one behavior that was really outside the norm that
she was not well. So we took her in, got her some antibiotics, and then the trajectory of my week completely changed.
I went to work. I hung out with my cat and I tried to comfort her as much as I could. You just really can't explain to kitties what's going on and why they feel so bad.
After things calmed back down and my baby was on the mend, I was able to pop back into the studio. I thought doing some art would be relaxing, and if I'm being honest, I really enjoy making these videos for you guys. I didn't realize when I first started this channel how healing and encouraging, I don't know what the right word is, but it's been lovely to share with others, and you all have been so kind, so really thank you. I really liked the pieces I had made previously, but honestly using paint in this way does make a composition come together pretty quickly, so I think I have time to work on one more page in this journal. Maybe 2. Roads make a common appearance in my art, probably because, like paint, they are easy ways to add lines that are designed to draw the eye. With that piece down, I try to eyeball the rough location on where to put the paint. There's no need to color the whole background of this piece. I have other plans for the bottom. For now, I'm going to add some lovely flowers and finalize my newly refurbished pink road. I guess I instinctively drew this scene to force the contrast between the somewhat mundane concrete gray and basic grass median. I'd like to imagine that this road leads somewhere secret and magical, but who knows? I recently got some incredibly cute stickers from a good friend, and now I can show you what I had planned for the bottom. It isn't using paint, but it is another one of my favorite things to do with collage. Add text. It can provide context and truly hammer home the whole meaning and tone if necessary. In this case though, it is really just an excuse to practice my font work. With the day's warm-up completed, I'm just going to dive right into the full scrappy collage. I'm talking trash offcuts, I'm talking glue sticks, I'm talking that intuitive chaos that defines the beginnings of these kinds of pieces. With the bulk of the page covered, it's time for, you may have guessed it, more Posca markers. I've talked more about this style in other videos, so if you haven't seen my scrappy collage videos, I recommend checking them out. I'm just using these really vibrant colors to quickly change the entire page. What started off as just off-cut scraps quickly becomes a textured, rich background. The markers may make the art pop, but the layers of scrap below just add that bit of depth and mystery that I really enjoy. Does that make sense? I don't know, do you like it? It dawns on me that I might be a bit biased. So I've given the burrowing owl an international partner known as the painted camel. These kind of sound like generic New Age gentrified eateries. Okay, friends, I think I might call it here. This has been a weird week, so I appreciate you hanging out with me in the studio today. I will let you go. Okay, bye! See ya! Bye!
This week has not gone the way that I planned or hoped, and that's just life. So, Jessica, good luck. Good luck editing this together. Okay, bye!